On stage with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. This is the Coral UK Open. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet our players. Would you please welcome the last remaining Riley's qualifier, Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, and the Iceman, Godwin Rice.
Alan and Stuart Pike are waiting to take over behind the mic for this one.
Yeah, quite agreed, Jackie. It has been a fantastic tournament, hasn't it? You know, all the shocks we had last night with Van Gerwen and Wright and Lewis and Barney and many others falling by the wayside. We know that we're going to have a brand new name on the UK Open Trophy. Could it? Could it be a qualifier? Paul Hogan, who just plays with a smile on his face, doesn't he? And he just seems to come alive at this time of year. UK Open weekend, he's always one of the first to win through the qualifiers. I remember him proudly tweeting after he qualified, "I'll be back in Minehead at the beginning of March." And, well, we have a repeat of last year's last 16. Can Gerwin Price get the better of Paul Hogan again? But this sums up, the last 2 days here, just sum up why we love the FA Cup of Darts, I guess.
Yes, that's why it's such a unique event. It gives the underdog, if you will, the lesser professional, the amateurs, it gives them their chance, it gives them their moment to show everybody in the world of darts what they can do. Paul Hogan, as you mentioned, Stuart, when he tweeted, I tweeted him right back, and I said, I expected you to be the first one through anyway.
And he was, yeah. First Riley's qualifier. But just enjoys himself, doesn't he? He enjoys the attention. He's quite a shy man, but I think, you know, he gets the publicity, just plays the darts, plays it with a smile on his face, and he makes it look very easy.
Yes, I think it's fair to say he plays it pretty well.
100.
Well, as mentioned, he's been in this territory before. They started with a 45 and then follows it with two maximums. Incredible darts from Crocodile Dundee.
140. We require 96.
Double 18 for an 11 darter for Paul Hogan. What a fantastic leg. In effect, Paul Hogan there produced 8 perfect darts, didn't he?
Well, what a start.
100.
We always say about getting a good start in matches, because it puts your opponent on the back foot, it gives you a lot of confidence.
140.
Wonderful start from Hogan. Good visit here from Price.
136.
Going to be played at a good pace as well, isn't it, this match?
140.
Just averaging a shy 137 at the moment, Mr. Hogan. And now we're only in the middle of the second leg. Just shows you what a good start he has had. Commentator's curse. Good last one, though.
64.
Puts him on a finish.
Well, advantage you would think here for Hogan to double his lead. Treble 19.
99. You've got 164.
Just a whole throw.
104. We require 58.
For 2-0. Double 10. Oh.
Paul Hogan.
10-6. Price beat Paul Hogan in the last 16 at the UK Open here 12 months ago. He has beaten Darren Brown 6-5. That was really, really close. He got away with it in the first round. Hogan had a bye. John Goldie, he was supposed to play the Scot in the second and got a bye. Let's have a look at what's going on elsewhere. Look at that. Michael Smith was 4-1 up. And, well, I've just been told it was 8-7 to Cadby. Doby has just missed 2 darts to make it 8-all. And Cadby now leads 9-7. But Steve West looked like he's on his way to his first PDC quarter-final. He's joining major quarter-final, I should say.
Yes, he's not been mentioned, really, to be fair. He's quietly gone about his business.
85.
If he can win that match, it'll be a fantastic comeback and win and quarter-final.
Well, yeah, absolutely. John Part, Robert Owen, David Pallett in the quarter-finals. Are they going to be joined by Steve West?
Yes, maybe not everybody's pick, but they've earned the right.
87. You require 170.
Another one for the 170. Ooh,
well, that's unlucky.
Yeah, it was unlucky.
It was a well-thrown dart from the Welshman.
84. We require 144.
Oh, he can't, can he? 144? Surely not. Surely not. Well, he wasn't far away.
32.
He's having the time of his life again here at Butlins. Only 1 dart at the ball for Price.
56. We require
So
12.
another 3 darts for Hogan. Doesn't make any mistake this time. He leads 3-0. Well, started impeccably with an 11 darter. Since then, he's just nicked the legs, but he's nicked them.
100.
First one for Gerwin Price. Has to hold throw here, you feel. The crucial dart in that last leg was Price's second dart going for the 170. Deflected out of the treble 20 into the treble 1, and the domino effect of that was that his next visit he was just left with 1 dart at the ball. But here he's got 6 perfect darts, Gerwin Price.
Well, fantastic leg from Price here. Good response from 3-0 down.
140. You've got 140.
Treble 21st. Yes, treble 19. The 9 is still on. Double 12 for Price.
129.
Hold it. Round of applause there from Paul Hogan as well. In the end, he was a long way off. We held our breath, we hoped, but it wasn't
60.
to be.
You require 12.
Yes, Ian White missed one earlier in the tournament. Just thinking about it there. Well, he'll have to bust it. He has got a bit of time, but it just puts you on the back foot a little bit because you're still thinking about the 9 dart miss.
125. You require 12.
Bit of pressure on now, Gerwin Price. Well done. It was a leg he had to win, and he has. Great standard. Hogan averaging 107. Price averaging nigh on 100.
Yes, good game this one.
100.
There's the averages for you to see. Both players just about got in the groove now.
100. 140.
Yeah, we're hearing that Corey Cadby is a winner into the quarter-finals.
43.
Has beaten Chris Doby.
$140.
110 average from Hogan here.
Playing like a model pro. Back comes Price.
9-7 to West.
We require 121.
I'm actually hearing it's now 9-8. Michael Smith has got another leg back. Cadby has beaten Doby 10-7.
57.
Outside chance of Price here if he can leave something handy. 64 isn't a gimme. Fills it in.
180.
Giving himself a chance. But this is a chance for Hogan. For 4-1.
One dart. Hasn't missed much. Hasn't missed much. 4-1 to Paul Hogan, the qualifier against Gerwyn Price, last year's UK Open runner-up. It's a great game. Don't go anywhere. And we'll be back with all the news from the other boards as well. Hogan here leads Price 4-1. Well, it's been some days, some nights here. Corey Cadby is through, beating Chris Dobey 10-7. Cadby, one of the favourites now to win the UK Open. And drama as well between Steve West and Michael Smith, I believe. West led 9-6. Smith got it back to 9-all. Tops for West. Smith is out. He was sat on 72 himself to win the match. Steve West wins 10-9. And that means that Steve West, Robert Owen, Corey Cadby and David Pallett are in the quarterfinals of a major PDC TV event for the first time. Can Paul Hogan join them? He leads Gerwyn Price 4-1.
It's the year of the underdog.
6 leg going to throw first. Game
And underdog Paul Hogan, a qualifier, let's remember. Make his move.
100.
That's 4-1-18s for Gerwyn Price. If you are just joining us, he missed double 12 for a 9-darter in the fourth leg. And tonight's results, John Park rolling back the years to beat Mervyn King 10-8. He was 4-1 down. Robert Owen 10. Ian White 7. Steve West 10. Michael Smith 9. David Pallett beating Kim Hybrecht 10-7. And Corey Cadby beating Chris Dobey by the same score.
Yes, we've got a couple of big players coming up soon. Gary Anderson and Rob Cross. But at the moment, the headlines, for maybe not the biggest names in the world of darts, but they've earned their right by playing fantastic darts over this weekend. Well, that's the 5th maximum from Gerwyn Price.
And they've all come in the last 3 legs.
Last 3 legs, correct. So he's up to scoring.
100. When you require 45.
Needs to do it against the throw, but the first things first, you've got to win your own. Good leg.
11 darter.
7 leg Paul to throw first. Game on.
What a good game. 106 average Hogan, nearly 108 average for Gerwyn Price. 6 legs of darts, dazzling darts, delightful darts.
140.
Well, Paul Hogan started the session, the match with 2 maximums and 11 darter. Gerwyn Price started this session, 2 maximums and an 11 darter. Hogan's scoring has been fantastic. It really has.
100.
Would you remember Hogan? As though he plays with a smile on his face, he really does, but occasionally has problems closing out games.
82.
You remember the Lakeside 2017? 3 sets up, 2 legs up against Glenn Durrant and lost 4-3.
100.
I'm sure you'll love you remind him of that.
I'm sure it enters his mind occasionally as well. It was a great chance for him.
100.
That's a long way to be ahead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Double 17. Tidy up. Double 20 and leave. Double 12. That's okay. Price can only try and hit what he can. See if he gets an opportunity with Hogan left on 64.
Paul, you require 64.
16 and double. He's taken this out before.
32. When you require 120.
Crucial moments in this match here, you feel. Price to get that break of throw back. Oh, fantastic from Gerwyn Price. 120 checkout after Hogan had missed 1 at double 16
Game on.
for a 5-2 lead. Price is, in the last 3 or 4 legs, has been magnificent. This is a great game. 104 average Hogan, 107 nearly Gerwyn Price. And they really are
99.
shining brightly here.
Scoring has been fantastic. He's earned the right
50.
to get back into the match. Well, Hogan hasn't done too much wrong, to be fair. Price's scoring has been top draw.
99.
Just the next couple of legs for me, for Paul Hogan. He's got to try and dig in there. Because even though he's leading 4-3, he's on the back foot. Price through first in this leg, don't forget.
95.
Social media in the week leading up to the tournament, Gerwyn Price tweeted a video of him scoring a fantastic try in his
99.
rugby union days. He was a decent player. He'll tell you that himself, but he really was a decent player.
48.
160 left.
He's carving out a great darts career as well, Price.
This is a big
Going to be under
visit.
pressure here, though.
Yeah, big visit for Hogan.
140.
To try and stem the tide. Give himself an outside chance. Oh, Price took this out to beat Ian White last year after White had missed darts at a double. And he's hit it again.
Flat call to throw first. Game on.
Well, he went 3-0 down, Gerwyn Price. Since then, he's missed double 12 for a 9-darter, hit 5 180s in 3 legs, including an 11-darter and 2 12-darters, with finishes of 120 and 160.
Well, that 160 was the pick for me.
Well, remember, he pushed Michael van Gerwen all the way at the World Championship, didn't he? For a long time, he really did
60.
give Van Gerwen a run for his money, and he was producing darts like he is producing here. From 3-0 and 4-1 down, level match.
45.
Bit of a slip there. From being 4-1 ahead, this is a big leg for Paul Hogan. And he's really making a big effort to get back in front before this second session ends after leg 10.
140. Or you've got 161.
Can't do it now, but he's got to tidy up. Doesn't want to be giving Price anything.
45.
Well, he's have to finish, but realistically, he was looking for better. Opens the door. They go for bull here.
105. Or we require 116.
Still can do it with a treble 17. Still can do it with the bull.
Unlucky.
91. Who you require 76.
Well, there's Gerwyn Price at it again. Oh, on the wire. Big dart again for the Welshman.
68.
Ooh.
We require 25.
Well, when the
Two
first
missed.
one went in there, Stuart, I thought the writing was on the wall, to be honest. But Hogan digs in.
A steal for Hogan, but he's held throw, and that sort of halted the Price bandwagon, hasn't it? Yeah, I so treble 20 went in. I was expecting game shot from George Noble on the double 8. He wasn't far away, but that was to hit the front for the first time for Gerwyn Price. Thoroughly entertaining.
Well, the way it's going,
100.
it's like a session of 4-1 apiece. Paul Hogan was incredible in that first session. 105 average, 4-1 ahead. Despite Price,
41.
the only leg he did win was when he missed the 9-darter. But this second session was definitely holding Price, without a doubt. Well, that's not bad.
180.
Certainly one of the best games of this year
100.
at the moment. Both players well in the 100 averages.
How important will those 2 missed darts from Gerwyn Price in the 9th leg be? We'll find out, I reckon, in about
140.
20-25 minutes. Because here, Hogan is favourite to restore a 2-leg lead.
30.
Definite slip from Price. Through first in this leg. Should go for treble 10, doesn't need to go the bull route.
45.
Leaves himself double 18. Price back on 190. Break after this leg, don't forget. Price is scoring. Just letting him down at the wrong time.
36. There
we have it.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan, both averaging over 101. But Hogan could have found himself trailing. Gerwin Price hauling himself back into it. But Paul Hogan restores his advantage. 6-4 in a race to 10 for a place in the quarterfinals of the UK Open. Welcome back to Saturday night in Minehead at the UK Open 2018. Playing for places in the quarterfinals. And I'm absolutely certain no one would have predicted that the first five quarterfinalists this year would have been John Part, Robert Owen, Steve West, David Pallis and Corey Cadby. Maybe people would have picked out Cadby for sure, but they are all through
60
to the draw later on for the quarterfinals. It's been an astonishing day, astonishing 2 days really.
Yes, and this match here is probably turning out to be one of the best. Incredible stats. Both players into the hundreds. 25-ton pluses, 14 140s, 10 maximums. 10 out of 21 on the doubles between them. Great standard from both players.
99.
Just reminding you, at this stage of the UK Open 12 months ago, Price beat Hogan 10-6.
80.
Well, that's unlucky for the 54-year-old.
$105.
Good thinking with the last one.
Price yet to be ahead at any stage in this match.
He had his chance, didn't he, after that rally?
60.
Getting back to 4 apiece.
170.
2 darts. 17. Tops.
Well, that's a third 12 darter and a third tub plus finish. 120, 160, and now 117.
Yes, he needed that leg as well, not for the obvious, but against the throw.
140.
Can hold here. That's all he's thinking in the back of his mind. If I can have a steady leg here. Well and truly back in the match at 6 apiece.
60.
But as we've seen, this game has to and froed all the way through.
$100.
Dig deep time. It's better.
140.
Solid leg from scoring point of view by both players.
7 180s now for Gerwin Price. Can Price seize the moment? A lot of people were talking in terms of Michael Smith, this being his weekend. But he blew it big time against Steve West. Double 13 here for another 12 darter. That's 4 12 dart legs in this match for Gerwin Price. And we're back level.
Yes, his good legs have been fantastic, haven't they?
60.
Michael Smith, you know very well, he was coasting at 4-1 with a double break up against Steve West. But look at this from Gerwin Price.
127.
Having got it back to 9-all, he couldn't quite finish the job, Michael Smith, but it's another missed opportunity you feel for him. But there is a great opportunity for someone here as Hogan finds a 5th 180.
Yes, he needed that one. His scoring has just been letting him down in the last couple of legs. Well, that'll certainly help matters.
60.
12 180s, both checking out at over 50%.
85.
Yes, good standard this one. Both players striving not just to have a good run in the tournament, but potential winners. Like everybody else will be thinking the same.
2 poor visits from the Welshman. Looks to have put the kibosh on his chances of going ahead for the first time. Unless he can find something here. And that'll do for starters. That'll do for the main course. And that's the dessert! An 8th 180.
Well, he's done this before. 116, he hit the treble 17 and missed the bull. Not this time though.
36. Going, you require 94.
Well, he went double 18 for tops, didn't he? In the end, he's made an absolute mess of it.
We require 80.
But Hogan here is going to get 2 darts at double 10 to stay in front. Gerwin Price there. Another opportunity to go ahead for the first time, and he's blown it, and Hogan wraps up nicely.
Yes, he took that out very clinically.
100.
He's probably thinking in his head, keep it straight, at least have 20-20 tops, but he hit the treble 20. It's first dart into double 10. He's just making
55.
Gerwin Price having to think and chase all the way through the match.
58.
Another big leg here. In the context of the match, when you get close to that finishing line, Stuart. Plenty of room in the bed.
100.
Disappointed with that.
Can't flick it over.
60.
Well, just couldn't find the angle.
Well, that's 9 180s now for Gerwin Price, and 4 in the last 4 legs as well.
Well, he had that earlier sequence, didn't he, when he hit 5 in 3 legs and he's hit 4 in the last 4.
55. Going, you require
Seems to be having
63.
those moments where he just can't miss it.
Tops it is.
23.
But plenty of time. Hogan way back. You would think. He can keep straight here.
100.
He's on the finish, but not the best one in the world. Top surprise.
He shows a 14 flag. Going Price. 15 flag Paul to throw first.
Is this going to go the distance? Does it have that feel about it?
Oh, it's nip and tuck, isn't it? Hogan's been hanging in there a little bit.
100.
Price has produced some incredible moments. It's had a couple of slips here and there, just at the wrong time.
105.
He's used the 25 on a couple of occasions, hasn't he, rather than
60.
going for the treble. But he's got a chance here, maybe. Got a chance here. He's got a switch.
130.
He's
Pressure
regularly
on the
hitting
Hogan
that
throw.
treble 20 with the first dart, isn't he? So he's giving himself the chance. Hogan needs to step it up here.
140.
Great darts from Hogan. He really needed that. But again, Price, that first dart in the treble gives you so many opportunities.
140.
117 finish. He took that out in leg 11.
Not a great switcher, is he?
17.
Paul Hogan. Oh, there's another chance that he's going to regret
93.
not taking.
101.
He's relying on Hogan missing, and Hogan hasn't missed too many big shots in this match. And he's got a chance here at double 18.
83.
Well, is this the moment for Gerwin Price to go ahead for the first time? And there it is. At 8-7, Gerwin Price, who was 4-1 down,
Going to throw first.
moves ahead.
43.
That was a slip in the first 3 darts, especially when you've gone in front for the first time. It just lets your opponent back in. It gives them that little bit of hope.
100.
Only a ton. It's okay though. Again, Price just over pitching. Started with 43 and follows it with a 44.
Oh dear. Well, when he beat Van Wijnbode in the last round, he went ahead at 8-7 for the first time and eventually won 10-8.
60.
But Hogan unable to cash in. But 2 really poor visits from Gerwyn Price. Probably his worst visits of the match, Alan. That's more like it. Much more like it.
140.
Well, that aggression there was shown, particularly because of the first 2 visits more than anything else. This is better from Hogan.
140.
Giving himself a chance.
Big leg this. Well, Premier League player, and he's been producing Premier League darts here, Gerwyn Price. But so has Paul Hogan. He's been fantastic. Treble 19, well, treble 15.
135 going your 140.
I always think there's a lot of value in going for the bull at that stage, because it can leave you a 2-darter instead of, you know, you may only get 1 dart at the double. We say that so often.
100.
He's giving himself a chance.
66.
Got to take it.
It's that double 18 again. And it's just under the wire again.
40.
Darting deja vu, as in the last leg. And Gerwyn Price goes to within 1 of victory. 3 legs on the spin. But the last 2 legs, Paul Hogan has missed darts at double 18.
His favourite as well. He wasn't missing it early on in the match.
60.
But at the crucial times,
Price has played brilliantly. Absolutely
he's had to.
magnificent. And he's got every right to show that emotion as he takes his 180 tally to 10. But he has played beautifully since going 3-0 down to turn this around.
he's got to remember though, he's still got some work to do.
45.
You cannot take your foot off the gas at this level.
Impressive from both.
140.
Those 140s from Hogan. Outstanding. 14.
Yes, the scoring has been fantastic in this match. It really has.
100.
15 maximums, 22 140s, 44 ton pluses, and both on 50% on the doubles.
I knew you were good at maths.
Sometimes it just doesn't add up.
60.
Well, that's a C minus. For Price. Treble 20 to give him a shot. It's that double 18 again. And again,
98.
it's in exactly the same place.
16.
Low on the wire. Treble 19 would have given him a match dart.
56. All you require 18.
Well, he's missed double 18. He's got to get double 9. Oh, it could be curtains. Oh, good dart. Yes, he liked that one. He's missed his chances in the last few legs. But he's rallied.
Now can Price handle the pressure of throwing for the match? Last year he got all the way to the UK Open final to lose to Peter Wright. But Hogan hasn't finished.
140.
15 140s now for the qualifier.
Yeah, it's by far been one of the best games of the tournament for me, Stuart. Just on the overall statistics.
Too inconsistent again. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's advantage Paul Hogan to take us to a deciding leg. Gerwyn Price, 9-7 up.
60.
Well, again, you mentioned before, Stuart, about him not switching.
Yep.
That was a perfect moment when he needed to.
140.
Come on. 140.
Big visit. Wipe of the brow. Deep breath. The adrenaline will be pumping around.
135 going, you've 138.
He's left 66 again. Great from Hogan. And Hogan is going to get a chance to take us to a deciding leg.
62. We require
66 for Hogan. But it's going the different route. He's going tops. Tops for 9-9. Tops for 9-9.
Paul Hogan.
Well, strangely, his favourite double, double 18, it's let him down on 3 occasions. He's changed it to tops, and he's hit it.
19th and final leg, Paul to throw first.
It all comes down to this.
$90.
Unlucky.
It's okay when you throw him first, but was an unlucky shot.
100.
Well, Gerwyn Price was 9-7 in front. 9-7 up. Then he threw for the match.
100.
A ton of visit, maybe enough. What can Gerwyn do here? We'll have to switch now.
99.
Definitely advantage to the qualifier.
Feel the tension, can't you? Because neither one of them can get that 2 treble visit.
Barry Lynn, 2 years
59.
ago, the last Riley's qualifier to reach the quarterfinals.
Well, the reason he's gone for the 18s
Wonderful.
on 302
Come on. 126.
is if he'd have hit a single, treble 20 with the last one, would have left the 170. That's why he went that way.
94.
Where's your 10p? Is it advantage Price? Oh, is it advantage Price? Wonderful, wonderful visit. 158 for Hogan. So Gerwyn Price will return to try and take his place in the quarterfinals.
92. Go and you
Is this the Welshman's moment?
Come on!
And Gerwyn Price comes from 3-0 and 4-1 down. He wins a deciding leg against the darts. And last year's beaten finalist at the UK Open. He's all smiles. He's big smiles. He's through to the quarterfinals. Match of the tournament. Price wins it 10-9.
Last year's UK Open runner-up, Gerwyn Price, has beaten the last remaining amateur qualifier in this tournament, Paul Hogan, on the decider. What a match it was. And Gerwyn once again is into the draw for the quarterfinals, which will be made at the close of play here tonight, live on ITV4. Well, those are the stats for you. 53% on the checkouts for Gerwyn. There were 15 180s between them, 10 of them for the Welshman, and Gerwyn Price is just catching his breath alongside me now. He is mightily relieved after what was a highly entertaining match. So thank you very much for that, by the way.
No problem.
How much of a relief was it, though, to get through?
Yeah, I was 4-1 down, and I felt like I was playing really, really well. Best I played for a couple of weeks, and I just thought just keep plugging on, and I'd come back at him, and I did. You know, I was hitting trebles very often, and I was confident with my game. But Paul was playing brilliantly. You know, he did the same against me last year, and I had to perform against him the same as I did this year, and I did it last year. So, you know, I need a game like that to get me going. If I played like that in the Premier League, I wouldn't be in the bottom 2. But you know, it's a different day and different tournament. But I'm glad I got over the line in the end.
What do you mean you need a game like that to get you going?
Well, sometimes if you're playing someone who's not really performing and you're just scraping games, and then you come up against someone who's playing really well, you tend to fall. And you know, I knew I had to play against Paul. He's pretty consistent. But you know, I need a game like that to get me going, and you know, hopefully now I can back up that performance in the next round.
A word of praise for that man, though.
Yeah,
Paul Hogan,
that's what I mean.
qualifier. He loves his tournament. He's a delivery driver. He's fantastic on the amateur circuit, of course, and that's the way he seems to enjoy his life, isn't it?
I spoke to him in the practice room. And I was like, you know, don't you think about coming to PDC? He's like, nah, I'm too old. And I'm like, you still got the game, so don't worry about your age. But fair play to him. He's a brilliant player. He pushed me last year, and he pushed me a bit more this year. But thankfully, I had a little bit more in the tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're the only remaining quarter-finalist who was here last year into the quarter-finals this year. Incredible. How confident are you feeling now, given some of the big names have fallen by the wayside?
Yeah, you know, coming into this tournament, I wasn't confident at all the way I've been playing in the Premier League, and I've been doing all right on the floor tournaments, but on the big stages where you've got to perform, and I've done it there now, so it's a little bit of a confidence boost for myself, and hopefully I can back that up in the next game.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Really pleased for you. Well done, you. And you're going to hang around here with some of your mates. There's loads of them here. We've got Chizzy down here. We've got Chris Dobie. Hello, lads. Everybody. All these people around us.
I think I'll just go back to the room, feet up, and look forward to the draw.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Well, thank you. Get some rest tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Gerwyn Price there, into the quarterfinals once again. Now, we are halfway through the action here in Red Spa, but upstairs in the multi-board room, the action has finished for the weekend. Ned has got some surprising results for us.
Well, that's been the story pretty much since we arrived here yesterday. Surprising results, Jack. It's all done, as you say here. In fact, the PDC kind of crews who dismantle and put up all this stuff are champing at the bit, I can feel, to already get their spanners out.
Staring at us.
Just to get this done so they can get out and get on the road again. But it served its purpose once again, the multi-board.
Well, without it, this event wouldn't happen. We'd have too many players and it'd take probably about 10 days to do, which I wouldn't mind, without minus the snow.
And one or two big names, like the defending champion, just limping out here, almost unnoticed.
Yeah, I don't think it was the environment. I think it was the conditions for the first few days. A few players have been vocal about the temperature in the room. It's all right now, but unfortunately they're already done and dusted. But it is what it is. It couldn't be out. The event had to go on, albeit behind closed doors. But now we're at the business end of the event.
Certainly are, and that kind of tradition in the multi-board room of big-name players meeting their grisly end here has continued, it has to be said, this evening. And Steve West, I mean, who'd have thought this into the quarter-final, getting the better of Michael Smith in the final leg. Smith, many people's outside favourite. The only favourite tonight who's really won was Cadby Corey, albeit he had to come from behind. Corey Cadby, he had to come from behind once again. So another test for him, but he came through in flying colours. 10-7 in the end, his victory, and I had a quick word with him after his win. Well, you're definitely still in this tournament, aren't you? Into the final day, as you would have expected, as you would have wanted to. How happy are you with the way you've been thrown so far?
I'm not really happy the way I've been playing. I know I can perform a lot better, but at the end of the day, winning, that's the main part of the game.
Absolutely, it is. It almost feels like you like the longer format, and the longer it goes, the better you get. You're like a diesel engine. You have to get warm, and then you're up and running.
Yeah, it makes you feel a bit more comfortable up there, knowing it's longer format. Other than that, it's really good. Sometimes you go to sleep, but as long as you get that win, it don't really matter what happens.
Do you think we'll see a kind of reinvigorated Corey Cadby tomorrow when it gets to the business end, a quarter-final, and then, you know, the possibility of the evening action and, you know, right to the sharp end? Is it really going to add a bit more concentration to your game?
Yeah, I'll concentrate on the next game, but at the start of the week I said to my partner, she said to me and I said to her that I'm going to win it. And I'm not here to muck around. I'm here to make as much money as I can.
Yeah, well, it's a big month for you and your partner, isn't it, with Brianna? And you've got your mum's over here as well to support you, is that right?
Yeah, the mother's over here, all the way from Australia. She's freezing.
So she'll be wanting to go home, but not without a trophy and the luggage to take home, I guess. That's the reason you're here, isn't it?
Oh, that's exactly right. I'm here to pre-book. I'm going to pre-book my luggage.
Never short of confidence. So I wish you all the best, Corey. And last time I did interview you, I didn't shake your hand, so this time I'm going to get it right. Well done, sir.
Good man. Thank you.
Good luck.